Hello everyone, and welcome back to Wandering Village, where it looks as though a couple of our scavengers are actually returning from their expedition to the mines in the mountains behind us. As they settle back in, they're about to discover some very amazing news. The other scavenging team has finally found one of those poisonous storms that they needed to search through in order to try to find a pigeon that has become lost in the storms, which is still something that feels a little bit fascinating to wrap our heads around. But let's also go over to this abandoned settlement because it seems as though there's a bunch of dried corn waiting for us. And let's also take a moment to note that we might be about to go back out to sea. If we can convince, okay, our Onbu thinks going out to sea sounds like a good idea. I'm really hoping we remember that she's gonna need somewhere safe to sleep soon. I haven't seen anywhere, but we definitely need to make sure she rests before going out into the open ocean. And I think we should go ahead and feed her as well. But there is certainly a lot to do. All right, let's see. Go ahead. Once we get ourselves stocked, we'll see if we can pull out one of those mushroom balls and be able to go ahead and feed her. There we go. So we'll get that loaded up and then we'll see if we can send it off. And while that's happening, so we can make sure that she has enough food, we've also, let's see. Oh, there's another sawmill that we're building over here. Good, good. I forgot that we were doing that. Possibly I should just go ahead and like dismantle this clay gathering camp so we can get those tools back. The Onbu pharmacy has been constructed finally. And look at that! As she's wandering through this dry desert, Anu is able to lean back under the night sky and with the light find herself a little bit of food. I'm really hoping that helps. I'm not sure. Oh wait, it does. Did that help? That helped a lot. So she has indeed had some food, and we also have a chance for the doctors to start thinking about what we would need to do to reduce the poison level, since there's been nowhere safe for her to sleep for quite a while. I think it's about time to start researching those heal shrooms, especially finding out that the healing properties they have are actually very popular with the traders. And we had a trader, which was very exciting. So that's definitely something we want to look into soon. But we're still waiting to take what clay and mushrooms we have and what wood planks are left over so that we can go ahead and we can, after I tell everyone, hey, this is really super important actually, guys, please take care of these mushrooms, please. All right, so let's see. Please, guys. And like haul this bundle of mushrooms away. We've got corn and cactuses that we've been harvesting. We've been collecting a lot of Onbu poop, but we unfortunately don't have anywhere for it to go. Can we do any... Dang it, there's no fish or anything to cure at the moment. So let's actually... We're not able to make any scavenging resources if we don't have any beets. And we don't have any fish, and we don't have any tomatoes. All right, once again, scattered in all directions, I know. Once again, but the Onbu pharmacy. All right, we'll review that in just a bit. I think we are going to have her head out to sea. I hope that was the right decision to make. And the scavenging crew brought back some corn at least, so there's that. Unfortunately, that's not going to help us out when it comes to being able to make some more food that the scavenging team can use out on their expedition, since we need either tomatoes or we need, for making our rations, beets, tomatoes, or fish. And since we don't have any of those right now, that's why we're gonna have to wait maybe until we're able to do some fishing. if we manage to get ourselves into the ocean, we should be able to start gathering up a bunch more fish. And I know that our researchers are quite eager to hopefully have a chance to go ahead and to be able to research that fishery we've been talking about and thinking about. I also think it's about time for us to... Brick? Whoa, brick with... Oh, I can make bricks out of different things. Let's actually disable the brick making station for now because we want to stop using up all of our precious clay. And let's make sure that the clay is being collected everywhere that we currently have any clay deposits on her back. Oh, I really hope that we're going to be able to like get more clay somehow. All right. No Onbu doctor yet. I really want to figure out what we can do with the heal shrooms, but we have to wait to have enough clay for that. It's very difficult to get enough clay. So we might want to do some more expeditions searching for clay. Oh boy. And now the clay gathering camp is built, but it doesn't have any clay to gather. I know. I think we'll just go ahead and deconstruct it for now so we can get those. It's almost faster just to manually have the clay harvested lately. All right, so, and the team's almost done searching for Biko. And it looks like we're closing in on the edge of the ocean. And our Onbu's very tired. Hopefully, oh good, the light sandstorm, the scout's report is not coming towards us. Oh, trying to collect all of these moments together. And there we go. Oh, there she goes. She's so tired. I think she's settling down for a nap, even though this might be a little bit of a poison area. That's just in time to receive a transmission about Biko. We're back. Wally, you okay? Don't worry about me, dear. We found the bird, but he's in pretty bad shape. I see. Let's notify that Pidge guy immediately. That's the first sensible thing you've said in weeks, dear. Ah, that's right. The elder actually went too. Pidge? We have found Biko, but... Oh no, he's dead, isn't he? I knew I shouldn't have sent... Oh no, calm down, Pidge. He is still alive. But he was inside that poison storm for quite a while. I managed to stabilize him and bring him back to our village, but I'm afraid I don't know enough about birds to help him any further. Oh, what a relief. You've already saved him by getting him out of there alive. As for further treatment, pigeons are actually rather good at taking care of themselves as long as they can find herbs. If he's able to fly, just send him my way with a few herbs and he'll be cured by the time he gets here. Are you sure if all he needs is herbs, we could care for him here? That's very nice of you, but he knows what dosage he needs best. I'd rather have him leave while your village is still close to his home. Understood. I'll check if we have any herbs we can spare and send him your way once we're ready. Thank you. I'm looking forward to seeing my boy again. See, dear, there's nothing to worry about. Are you sure? Come home. I'll make you a tea. Oh, okay, so we do have 5 herbs that we can send him out with. Thank you so much. My boy is back. Whew, that was a speedy pigeon. Maybe we gave him like a little bit of the caffeine while we were at it. Already? Of course. Such a good boy. Who was the smartest? You are. Who's the best boy? You are. Wait, who are you? Oh, talking to us after he's like busy with his pigeon. Oh, I'm the village elder. You were talking to my wife before, but she's come down with the sickness. I'm sorry to hear that. Please let her know that I'm eternally grateful to you all. Should you ever need transport resources to settlements on the ground, my birds will be at your service. As for your reward, I've already sent another one of my birds your way. He should be arriving any minute. Farewell, my friends. I have to look after my boys and girls now. Goodbye, weird bird guy. I must admit, it feels good having been able to help. Aw, okay. So this is what Nona told us to look for. Strange. I've never seen anything quite like it. It's clearly some kind of seed, but I don't know any plant that could help us fight back against the toxic fungi. You managed to find it. Well done. What you are holding in your hands is the seed of an almost extinct species. If we can grow it, it will filter the water, neutralize the poison, and thus cleanse the soil. That is certainly impressive if true, but is that your entire plan? Planting a tree and waiting for it to save the world? What about a tree and a giant pile of compost? Courtesy of the Onbu. Oh, lighten up, will you, my dear? Wally, you shouldn't be out here. Go back to bed, please. I'm plenty old enough to make my own decisions, and I want to hear about what the plan is. Nona, please continue. Certainly. Yes, planting these seeds and waiting for them to save the world is, ultimately, my entire plan. That sounds like the kind of plan an AI intelligence on a satellite could have, because it's got, as long as its solar panels work, to wait. Their effects are much more potent than you would think. It would only take a few decades to make large portions of the world livable again. I'm aware that this is still a considerable amount of time, and we will of course need more than just one. Okay, then why don't we plant this one right now and find out how potent they are? That, unfortunately, won't work. Like I said, these are relics of the old world, and they have been in stasis for a long time. We will have to treat them with a special compound to revive them, so to say. But I am still looking for the ingredients, so in the meantime, I ask that you continue gathering these seeds. Oh, there's always something, isn't there? What else would a fetch quest be, my wonderful Theodore? Here. We found this one just like she said we would. I think we can afford to be a little more trusting in exchange for the first genuine glimmer of hope we've had in decades. Aw. Ollie, let's get you to bed. I'm not going before you haven't apologized. Apologize? What in the world should I be apologizing for? Where do I even start? To our leader, because you keep trying to micromanage every single decision, even though you stepped down long ago. To me, because you keep trying to make my decisions for me. And to Nona, because you keep doubting every single thing she says. Is that because she reminds you too much of, oh, your dead kid, I guess? Enough. Okay. I'm sorry. I trust you. I trust you, Nona, that you have everyone's best interest at heart. I mean, it's kind of like an all or nothing proposition. We could probably have, like, eased into the trusting, but here we are. I trust you, leader, to make right decisions for our village. Uh-oh. And I trust you, Wally, always and with all my heart. Good. That wasn't so hard, now was it? Now, Nona, tell us if we can find more of them. Now, there's a difference between trusting someone and believing what they say might be possible is absolute true. There's a large, productive, conversational middle ground that we could be having here. Thank you. The seeds are often kept as keepsakes of the old world and usually exchanged as a sign of gratitude. So if you come across someone who is in need of help, they may reward you with one of them. I will do my best to locate and mark any I can find on your map for you. If someone out there has access to a transmitter, they might even contact you directly should they require aid that Wandering Village can provide. If you are ever struggling to keep up your search amidst the pressure of having it to survive, don't be afraid to miss out on some of them. I will just try to locate other ones. We will do our best. Yes, we will. I promise. Now let's get you back to bed, Wally. Yes, sir. I mean, it is kind of, especially with the chaos that we currently have, a bit of a huge thing to say that we can go ahead and promise to try to help all those in need around us. Huh. All right, no pressure. Thank you again. Get well soon and I'll be in touch. Oh boy. All right, so we need to find more of the seeds that are out there in the world. Got it. Right now, Mau Anu is going to take a nap. And that also gives us time as our scavenging party arrives. Darn, we're just a little bit... we just cannot manage, unfortunately, to get some of the stuff we need. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. Let's see. So we could go out and we could collect sand from over there. Oh, clay! I absolutely always need more clay at the moment. Probably because we're not very efficient with what we do, but we're gonna do our best, okay? Let's see. So the corn, plant and harvest. We have the farmhands upgrade so more people can work here. The corn is not yet ready to harvest on that side, but let's go ahead. We're going to make sure that since we've got the farmhands ability, we're going to make sure that people can help out there. And then, yeah, they've like filled up that whole area. Wow. And now that everyone seems to be really tucking in and trying to do some of the work, as we're eyeing up, kind of nervously to be honest, the approaching ocean, hoping we can get there in time. Where's our water? I need to keep an eye on how much water we've got. Perhaps? Because that would be really nice to know. All right, we actually have quite a bit of water thanks to the cactuses that we're collecting. Oh, that's a relief. We're clearing out more space for more of the herbalists to be able to grow herbs. Increasingly important, as it seems. We're piling up some of the clay that has been collected so we can start researching compost heaps. Probably to, you know, actually grow some of these, to grow some of the giant trees in. I think that might be important in the near future. And we have berries. We do have berries. I think people can eat them. Scavenging party has come back with 15 sand and 30 stone. And I'm so glad that that storm is going to be missing us. Darn, not being able to have any... Will the beets grow at all in this heat? Corn. The tomatoes would grow, but slowly. I wonder if it's worth it to have a little farm over here that could just be next to the smoking hut. And we can focus on trying to make the smoked your dried tomatoes. That could be immediately, like these tomatoes could immediately come on over for the sake of scavenging rations. Because those scavenging rations are much more important than I've been giving them credit for too. Right, and actually scavenging huts are much more important as well. I would really like to get more of them down. I think we'll build another scavenging hut right here, kind of next to the trade post. And actually, we should absolutely get some fisheries prepared if we're getting ready to go in. We have, and I'm pretty sure, the seawater collector. Collects salt water from the ocean, but I guess it wouldn't be really helpful for us if we don't have something to purify the salt water. We'll have to think about that. Pest control. I think getting more fisheries built now would be a really good idea. Especially, I get it right in here? No, because it needs to be right at the edge of where our Onbu is. And that's actually a lot trickier than it sounds. And it kind of overlaps with the edge of where we would have the trade post. Where could I get more fishery? Roy, this carpentry, actually, let's wait for that. And then let's actually dismantle this as quickly as we can, because we could put quite a few fisheries up along this section. And getting a few of those built is probably a really good idea, so that we're just ready for when we can get a bunch of the fish. Especially if we're going to be having like a kitchen right here. The Onbu pharmacy is way over here. That's right. We don't have it currently open. Let's disable it. I know we don't have anything there. And the scavenging party is back again. We don't have enough workers. We'll double check on what that means in a second. All right, and we'll send the scavenging party out to this dune. We want Mau Anu to be able to get enough sleep. Are we doing any research? Okay, we need more wooden planks. So that, let's put some carpenters in here then. Because I dismantled one of the carpenters. But look, we needed to, okay? And then we'll put some sawmill workers over here. Ironically, Mauanu being able to go ahead and we'll disable that scavenger hut for now because she's napping and we've already researched or we've already scavenged everything we can without having the actual without having the survival rations. But with that noted, wonder if it might be worth it to have just a small farm. Water tank. Might want to just deconstruct this water tank right here. It's just in a very awkward spot. Yeah, we'll deconstruct it. It's kind of blocking everything. And then once we get that done, maybe we'll put a tiny farm over here that could work on beets. So that makes me think possibly the smoking hut with the rations should scoot over to them. Because if the smoking hut with the rations can scoot over, then having it near some of the fishery areas and having it near like a backup farm for beets, like backup beets for our scavenging, makes a lot more sense. The fishery, stonemason, the smoking hut. Yes, and it can go anywhere. So if it can go anywhere, we probably want to deconstruct this one out of the desperation of being able, or desperation's a strong word, but possibly accurate, of having more places for our scavengers to go and more places for our fisheries to go, since those are so essential for being able to carry on with so many of our expeditions. Also, we don't want to let any of the mushrooms go to waste. Wild. And technically the wild berries too. It's so dry that almost none of her little clay deposits are filling up again. I wonder if that's what makes the clay deposits fill up, is when it actually becomes really humid in the air once more. And everyone's actually able to get some of the deconstruction of what we need done. And yes, the research is going on about the compost hut, which does not sound the most exciting, but it's kind of super important. Yes, and our fishery has been constructed over here. What do we have here? The scavenger hut. Yes, disable the scavenger huts just for now. You guys can go ahead and come join the teams, helping out with like collecting things, hauling things, moving things. That needs to happen. It costs so much clay to build houses that I've been dragging my feet, really hoping we'll be able to like build those later when we can get a few more things done. I wonder if we have enough. Okay, let's move the smoking hut over. I keep building things exactly the wrong size for it being useful for us. All right, yeah, disable the fisheries for now. Get tents constructed. Let's also... The sawmill, is this empty? No, that's not empty. All right, you guys keep going at the sawmill because there should be plenty for all of you. And then let's get another smoking hut rebuilt. Here's our carpenter. The fishery. I feel like a smoking hut, like right over here. Well, we might put like actual fisheries there. Maybe a smoking hut right here. Okay, and we'll have a little path people can use over here. And maybe lead to the fishery, maybe being able to... Oh. Maybe we can have the like aqua gardens in the future too. No, I can't believe like when Mauanu sleeps, it's like we kind of sort of vaguely get some things done. And the warehouse, that's right, we haven't even built the warehouse yet. That probably, for sure, I think, should go next to the trade post. But I'm kind of nervous to build it because it's so important. But it needs to be built. It needs to have a home. And I feel like, all right, let's put it here. Oh, phew. Okay. All right, getting that warehouse built is a great idea. I hope. And our people finally have places to go, and we only have one person who's homeless. Imagine that. Well, lucky for them. Kind of. We've got tents now. I can't wait to be able to like give everyone something nicer and have like a town square where we actually have houses. We just need to be patient and like get those things done. Also, we need to research heal shrooms. Trader's gonna arrive later too, but we need to research some healing shrooms because those actually trade well. And the compost heap has been researched! Woo! Oh, right. And if we had food composition, we'd be able to turn various foods into compost or biogas. Well, that sounds fascinating. I do think that it is time to go ahead and figure out what the cottages would need. They can offer decent protection from poisonous air. They also provide a lot better quality, better beds. But also the commune's 30 people instead of 4. And the build cost, like, I just feel like our community has slowly but surely become more and more focused around things like community. And if we're about to have a trader, maybe we'll be able to get the like biogas we need to research the glass blower. And I could see us doing commune style to save space on Mau Anu and to just have everyone constantly like communicating and talking with one another. And the compost heap is apparently very stinky. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. And we could build it way back here. And you know, I wouldn't want to live next to the compost heap either. However, I get how it would be really good to have near our crops and possibly really good to have right next to the kitchens where food might go bad. And also, you know, really good to have. All right, let's actually like not build that. Really good to have next to where the dung collecting is, which is already somewhere you don't want to live. And I should probably have the crying out loud kindness of moving people away from. So we should probably take care of that as well by, you know, dismantling these tents and getting some new housing up and going. And if we just can get the one biogas and figure out how to do glass blowing, then we'll be able to go ahead and we'll be able to have a little commune housing built for people. But until then, it's tents. Tents all the way down. Hang in there, everyone. We're gonna get there eventually. Until then, enjoy your little town square. Yeah, okay. Also, really kind of nervous about the whole food water thing, but at least we've got compost, which, I mean, take that as you will. And again, no clay, possibly because it's just too dry here in the desert. But that will just make splashing around in the ocean hopefully just even sweeter. I'm a little nervous, but I think as she snores on the sands at the edge of the beach and takes her own little beach vacation, we're finally collecting ourselves a bit and getting ready